whisper of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force. Until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Aranna. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. The dark wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
More worthless mercs! You're late! You're neared at the front immediately! Check in with Morden Lieutenant Gerrand at the tower! Now get moving!
I've had a bad feeling about this ever since we left Armonlu. There's something... I don't trust these Morden.
What are you standing around for? Check in with Morden Lieutenant Gerrand at the tower! Get moving! You lot are late. There's a few extra scraps in the barrels. Break them open by right-clicking them. Now get out of my face, maggot! Mark, report to Modern Fighter Talk ahead for your combat lesson. Get moving now! Do you know which end of a blade is which, maggot? Let's see if you can destroy this training dummy with your dagger. What are you doing still standing here? Get moving, Mark! What are you doing still standing here? Get moving, Mark! You'd better be able to handle a ranged weapon if you want to get paid, worm! Destroy this training dummy with your bow! Now! What are you doing still standing here?
I can't imagine you worms have the wits to cast spells, but it'll be amusing to watch you try. Destroy this training dummy with your fire shot or your axe. You must have gotten lucky, Merc. That spell looked pretty weak to me.
More mercs playing at war! You probably don't even understand how to gain experience in the 4 classes, do you, scum? You mercs won't survive the night, but you may make it till sundown if you pay attention. You'll only gain experience in a class by fighting with its associated weapon type. If you fight with a melee weapon, you will gain melee experience, and if you fight with a combat magic spell, you'll gain combat magic experience. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Took you long enough, worm! The other mercs are at the front lines already! The Temple of the Coast must be taken by nightfall! Now get moving! Took you long enough, worm! Took you long enough, worm! The other mercs are at the front lines already! The Temple of the Coast must be taken by nightfall! Now get moving! Took you long enough, worm! Took you long enough, worm! Took you long enough, worm! The other mercs are at the front lines already! The Temple of the Coast must be taken by nightfall! Now—
Wait! I have a bad feeling about this. My medallion feels heavy, as if it's trying to tell me not to move.
You aren't being paid to stand around! Get moving! Now! Those filthy dryads are summoning another shell! You mercs, get in there and destroy that thing!
Those must be the Bracken we learned about as children! Let's take them out! These Bracken are as weak as Calrathian ale! We can kill them faster if we spread out! We should switch to rampage mode! These creatures remind me of our scuffles with the Taklak! Tough! If we focus our fire, they'll go down faster! Let's switch to mirror mode! These wooden creatures are weak to fire! Too bad I'm not a combat mage! Hey, that sword looks a lot like the weapons my father gave us when we were first learning to fight. You should pick it up.
Why must I tolerate this? Get away from me! Ah! The smell of your kind makes the pain worse. You want this one's gear, don't you?
I have that traitorous fiend in my sights. I could, but why does my heart stay my hand? Perhaps there is more at play here than I can tell for the moment. There's something about this one.
Did you see that elf? I recognized him. It was Amran. I know that he is much talked about in Drudwin's tavern back home. He's rarely seen, but his deeds, real or imagined, are discussed there with enthusiasm. I would be interested in finding that out myself. These Kestrel are tough! Next time we see one, use my brutal attack power on it. That'll surprise them. You're turning into quite the warrior. Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
Took you long enough, worm! The temple is through the cave! Get...
Stop a moment. My medallion. I know how you feel about it, but I just can't shake this feeling that something is going to happen. The closer we get to the temple, the stronger I feel it. I look forward to that. But for now, I want you to take my medallion. Please. It's important to me. More than...
Get moving, worm! You marks are late! Get to the temple now!
Congratulations, Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay? Look out!
Hello. Looks like we'll be here for a while. Might as well be friendly. You and everyone else who got in their way. I suppose once they took the temple, they considered us expendable. Yes, that cursed Valdez. Now we're stuck in some tree, imprisoned by walking foliage. How dare they abandon us? Huh, I suppose you could call it that. I've tried to tell them to let me out, but they're a stubborn lot. Oh well, I can wait for them to see sense. Well, I doubt it. These blasted rings around our heads seem to sense our intentions even before we've thought them. The previous occupant in your cell threw his bowl at the guard and was dead before it even hit the floor.
What do you want?
As soon as I get out of here, these tree dwellers will feel the strength of my sword arm.
What do you want? What? Oh, you're one of the new ones. We pulled you out from underneath the body of a blue-haired elf and brought you here to the town of Ireland. You're to be kept behind bars until we figure out what to do with you. Warden Celia's in charge here, and what's to be done with you is up to her. If I were you, I would keep my head down and learn to be respectful before she finds you making demands. You wear the ring of submission to hold you in check. All prisoners must wear it. Hush, here comes the warden now.
Blasted dryads! Quickly, Lauren, while she's talking to that elf. Now's your chance. Ah!
Foul creature. I warned him what would happen if he attempted to harm a dryad. There can be no hope for these types.
Do not be so hasty, Celia. Some of these prisoners have roles to play yet. I have seen it. This poor soul here, for example. I know this one can be trusted.
I do not know, Amryn. Given arms, that mercenary could well kill us all. The entire village is endangered.
As a personal favor to me, please give this prisoner a chance.
As you wish, my friend. I hope you are able to find that which you seek.
Namare, Melonamin. Till next we meet.
Amryn the elf seems to trust you. I trust only the ring of submission around your neck, prisoner. Our troops found you on the battlefield. You are lucky they found you alive, unlike the blue-haired elf. You were fighting on the side of Valdez. You are an enemy to the Dryads of Ireland. Your friend is of no matter to me, and your medallion will remain property of Ireland until you show where your loyalties lie. It is my orders you will follow now, and you will learn to keep your head down and your mouth shut. I have a task for you. Go to the weaponsmith at the blacksmith shop. She has spared some sharpening stones for our warriors. Get them, and take them to the Dryad outpost just outside the north gate of town. Be thankful Amryn spoke up for you. Take my advice, prisoner, and avoid the animals of the jungle. One bite from them, and you'll be riddled with the plague. Now go, and don't make me regret granting Amryn's favor.
There are creatures that carry the plague right outside the town gates. You will not even reach the outpost without being able to defend yourself. Take this equipment. It may not be the same as your old things, but it will give you some chance at least.
I'm still waiting to hear that you brought the sharpening stones to the outpost. Now get going before I lose my patience.
You must be one of Celia's. You wear the ring of submission around your neck. Here you are. And if you have some time, perhaps you could do a favor for me? With all the fighting, we go through armor faster than we can craft it. Duma and Sem both need my help throughout the day and into the night. But I've only been in this trade for a short number of months. There's much to remember. There is a tome of smithing within the Great Hall that is sure to contain such information. I would be in your debt if you can discover the steps to creating Dryad armor. Take the lift to the southeast across to the Terrace of Wisdom. The Great Hall will be right in front of you.
Greetings. Here to look at the teleporter. Teleporters are part of an ancient magical network that people use to travel across Aranna. Your party can use them to rapidly journey to locations you've previously visited. Left-click a teleporter to activate it, and open a list of locations that your party has previously visited. Select a location, and click OK to teleport there. Here in Ireland, Warden Celia determines who may or may not have access to the teleporter.
I don't know why they're letting someone like you.
Welcome to Bernard's Odds and Ends Traveling Emporium. I made it to the safety of Ireland's terraces just before the Morden attacked, and we'll be staying until they leave, so take your time browsing my fine assortment of goods. I carry many special reagents, all of which Enchantress Lumilla can use in...
You are clear to leave.
There you are, prisoner. Come along. I am to take you to the outpost. It is just ahead.
Help us!
We're free! Thank you!
Tirani? What happened here?
Celia, what a surprise to see you here. Look, the prisoner just saved us.
I came here to make sure this one followed my orders. Saved you? How is it I see the escort I sent lying here dead?
Don't be too harsh, Celia. Jera was overwhelmed. There was nothing the prisoner could have done to save her.
Too harsh? There is no such thing. Not for one who murdered our people and defiled our shrine.
I have looked into this one's eyes, sister. All I see is a haunting remorse. We are not the only ones who have lost souls dear to us in this war. This prisoner saved our lives.
Is it true what Karani says? Did you defeat those Morden? Some of the sisters seem to think that you deserve your freedom. I don't think so highly of you. But perhaps I could be yet convinced. The Morden know we've suffered a devastating blow. They smell blood. Kirani tells me they are erecting towers around this village and taking over all of our outposts.
It's only a matter of time before they lay siege to our homes and destroy us all. Valdis plans to march to power over the bones of our people.
Burn those towers to the ground, and you'll save our lives. And yours. I'll consider it done when I see the smoke in the air.
Here's the outpost gate key and some basic gear.
And here is the stone that will allow you to use the teleporters to return to Ireland. Do well, and I'll consider granting you your freedom. I might even give you back your gear and that cheap medallion. So it seems you hold dear things other than a sack of coins. You are more than meets the eye, prisoner. Good luck. See that those towers fall, every last one of them. Come, Kirani. We must return to the prisoner ward. We have much to discuss.
Hungry. Halt! Who's this? I remember you. How did you make it out alive? I had not thought any of you mercs survived. A shame. We were looking forward to killing you. Go through this gate and report to the tower up ahead. The password is Chaba. Welcome back, brother.